All right, so we're back with day 4 of our 30-day series on what ChatGPT is and what it can do, as well as possible ways to make money with it. So the first thing we're going to get into is content creation, creating blog posts, articles, and or social media content using ChatGPT. So the first step is research and gather information on the given topic. Second step, utilize ChatGPT to generate engaging and informative content. And the third step, proofread and edit the generated content for accuracy and coherence. Number 3 is probably the most important thing because ChatGPT does hallucinate at times. It does produce information that is not accurate. So it is up to you to verify it by proofreading it and editing it, especially doing fact checks or fact checking when you're quoting other people or doing research on history or historical events or whatever the case may be. Make sure, especially when it comes to names and things of that nature, you don't want to identify the wrong person. We've been at events where we've seen ChatGPT just literally create a story that wasn't true, identify, misidentify, misquote, change the ages, change the genders, change the names of individuals of really bad historical events like mass shootings. Like if you ask it to do some kind of write-up on it, it won't have it accurate, and then you go and publish that or post it, and now you're looking really bad for not doing the proofreading and the accuracy checking that you should have. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here, we're going to click on this icon that I have installed here that launches my ChatGPT for me, and once it loads, we're going to use the AIPRM extension with all those thousands and thousands of prompts to create some content today. And once in a while you'll run into this where it doesn't load up, and sometimes I just sit here and do a refresh. You do have to be patient. The server can be getting hit pretty hard, and here it comes now. And so what we're going to do is we're going to come up here. Remember I told you, if you scroll here to the bottom, first of all, there's 3,837 prompts. If you come up here to the right-hand side, you can type in the word article and it'll filter down. Now you notice it says there's only 558 prompts out of those 3,000 plus prompts. Not all of them are going to be related to article writing or article creation, but a majority of them are, because a lot of people tend to tag their prompts with keywords that aren't relevant. So just find the prompt that you want to use, and it takes some experimentation. It takes some playing with some of these prompts to see which ones you like. And I mentioned in a previous video that you can look down here and see, what their qualifiers are, or like this one says, it's for GPT 3.5, it doesn't mention 4, whereas these mention 4, right? So you want to keep an eye on that when you're using it, because unless you have a paid account, you can't use 4, and you can only use the article or the prompts that are going to work for 3.5, because the folks that have created these prompts have created them to take advantage of the latest and greatest version, like GPT-4. I hope that makes sense. So I'll pick one like this first one, human written, 100% unique, SEO optimized article. So if I click on that, remember it loads this stuff up here on the bottom and it says enter a keyword or title. So if I wanted to create an article on sound healing for reducing blood pressure and hit enter, it's going to come back and it's going to write this article based on the topic that I gave it. And you'll see that it does it fairly quickly. Now, all the bolding and all that, that's formatting that the original person that created this prompt instructed ChatGPT to do in the background, right? And so you can see here what is providing you this total outline of all the information, which is really, really cool. So we could go with that one. Now we can go back to a new conversation and try a different one to see if we like a different prompt better for creating the article. And we'll sit here and wait for this thing to load up. And like I said, sometimes I'm impatient and it doesn't load up for me fast enough. So I'll go ahead and hold down my shift key, hit refresh button. Hopefully when it refreshes, it loads up AIPRM for us so we can take advantage of some of those prompts, because that's what I was trying to teach you guys here. So now it loaded up. So I'm going to come back here and go to article, or filter down the articles. And this is the one we just tried, fully SEO optimized article including facts. So if you wanted to do an article that included FAQs, you can choose that one. So what we'll do is let's go down here a little bit more. Let's see if we can find one that stands out to us here. Written SEO article, 100% human content, score keyword rich content, topical authority, write best article with one keyword, keyword research from article writer. So this is a rewriter. You can plug in an article and then it'll rewrite it for you. So we can go on to the next page and scroll to the top and see if there's anything here that we like. So this one actually says rewrite articles. It'll rewrite an article for you. Again, you have another article rewriter. Best write article fully SEO optimized, including meta description, human writing. Let's see, generate 5,000 plus word article by single keyword. High quality, 100% article, human, no plagiarism, GPT-4. So in order to use this one, to take advantage of it, we'd have to be in GPT-4, okay? So for those of you that have paid for it, you'd click on GPT-4, and then you'd come down here, and if that's the one that you want to use, you go ahead and click on it, and now that'll fully take advantage of ChatGPT-4. Enter your title, idea, product, or keyword here. And so sound healing for reducing, this one I'll say lowering blood pressure. Hit enter. And now let it go to work. Now, one thing you'll find about ChatGPT 4 is that it's a little bit slower than ChatGPT 3.5, but it is better in a lot of ways. So a lot of people tend to only use ChatGPT 4 because they want the greatest and latest version. And you can go ahead and Google differences between GPT 3.5 and 4 to find out what makes it so much better to some people. So right here, it's finishing the conclusion part, and there's the article. So you notice it wrote it a little bit slower. And now you could take this, you could copy paste it and put it into your Google Doc and have it for what you plan to use it for. Whether you're going to post it on your website, on a blog, or whatever the case may be. Maybe you're going to turn it into a video. So if you were going to turn this into a video, what I'm going to do is go back to the first one. And the first one, the reason I'm going back to the first one is because it is using or utilizing 3.5, and you can see that up here on the top. So you notice right here, when I clicked back on it, now I could see the instructions that the person that created the prompt used to create this prompt, right? And so right here they say, I want you to act as a content writer, very proficient SEO writer, writes fluently English. First, create 2 tables. First table should be the outline of the article, and the second should be the article, bold the headline, and so forth. So right here, you can see this is the prompt, the actual prompt that we use. And you can't see that before you run some of these prompts. And you're not always going to see that when you go back to check your output. For example, if I click on this one, now we're going to go back to the one that used 4.0, and we'll scroll to the top and we'll see if it reveals the prompt. And sure enough, it does. So here you can start to study how other people write their prompts by just going back, clicking back on the outputted data or the outputted information. And then when you scroll to the very top, it doesn't always work, but when it does, it gives you an idea of how this prompt was written. So then you can go ahead and take this prompt and start to learn how to write prompts for yourself. Now, if you want to take what ChatGPT produced for you with regards to this article, you'll go ahead and come down. And remember, we are working, this one is 3.5. We're going to grab this content all the way to the conclusion. I'm going to start a new conversation. In case I don't know how to write the prompt for this, we can go back to the very beginning, come over here, do a search for YouTube, and then find here YouTube script creator, or we could just go ahead and tell it. If you clicked on this, then it's going to say how to change a tire, exploring handling. So you would give it a topic, but since we already have a topic, we don't want to use that. So we're going to go ahead and just refresh our screen, and I'm going to give it instructions. I'm going to say, please take the following article write-up and summarize it as best you can, turning it into a script for a YouTube video that I can post on my channel. Now watch what happens. Oops, hit before I can post that. Stop generating. That's what you do when you make an accident like that. So come back here and edit this, and we have to include what we wanted to summarize. So I'm gonna hit paste. Again, we're giving it a set of instructions to take this information here, the article that it already wrote for us. Please take the following article write-up and summarize as best as you can, turning it into a script for a YouTube video that I can post on my channel. So I posted the article that I wanted to summarize. I'm gonna hit save and submit, and now there it is. It's writing the script based on the article's information. So it tells you opening shot, peaceful nature scene with calming music playing. Narrator. Welcome back to our channel today. We'll explore the fascinating world of sound healing and its potential to reduce blood pressure naturally. High blood pressure, or hypertension as it's known, is a common condition that can lead to serious health problems. But fear not, because sound healing may hold a key to finding balance within ourselves. Let's dive in. And then it goes on to a transition, scene. So it's describing the opening shot, the scenes, the transitions. It gives the narrator the text that it should be reading, basically the script it should be reading. Another transition, it gives you another scene, and basically it broke down that article and created a video script with all the instructions for us to follow so that we can create a nice video for our YouTube channel. So that's how you take and create content out of literally nothing with the power of ChatGPT. And then you can take that content and monetize it by either posting it on your channel or offering to do this service for others. There's so many different ways that you can create content, repurpose content, and leverage the power of ChatGPT to make